Jack was a career criminal. He made a small fortune for himself, committing different crimes over the years, and he was very good at going undetected. He was never caught for any crime he committed. If he wrote a book about how he did it, it would be a bestseller with criminals. Jack lived in a mansion in the Hamptons and used to love to chill out by the swimming pool with a cocktail and enjoy the high life his crime allowed him. He loved to think of the saying, "Crime pays," and he added to it, especially when you're a smooth criminal like himself. He felt like going for a road trip one day, so decided to take a trip across the country. He felt like going on a journey with no destination, just drive and enjoy the scenery, so that's exactly what he did. He drove and drove, stopping at motels now and then, and there were times he drove from daytime all through the night. He snorted lots of cocaine to stay awake. He ended up in this small town, which only seemed to have a diner, bank, post office, and another handful of shops. He decided the bank was an easy target, so made up his mind he was going to rob it. When he was in the room in the motel, he saw a flyer that said, "Give blood to the blood bank. Call 1-800-BLOOD BANK now." He thought back to when he was younger, before his life of crime. One of the ways he made money was give blood, and he would get payment for his blood. He'd realised it was a very good thing to do, helping people. When he finally entered the bank wearing a mask, he held the gun to the girl behind the counter and shouted, "Hold up your hands and give me the money." The girl got a fright and held up her hands in panic. After a few minutes, the girl passed over loads of money in bags, and Jack left the bank and jumped in his car. He decided to not bother go back to the diner. It wasn't worth the risk of getting caught, so he just drove out of town. But before he could even get halfway down the road, he saw a very strange sight. There were lots of pale women in black dresses in a line all across the road. He stopped the car. He got out and shouted, "What the hell is this? I'm trying to drive on the road." One of the women pointed towards him and said, "You must have seen the flyer, which said give blood to the blood bank. That is a sort of cryptic message to our coven. You see, we are witches, and we have a witches' coven, and that bank is where we fund our coven. And you have taken all our money, so it's not a case of you giving blood. It's a case of us spilling your blood." With that, all the women walked towards Jack, and with knives started cutting into him until his blood poured out of his lifeless body, which lay dead on the ground. Thanks for watching The Assassin Rapper, and if you want to stay up to date on new content, then please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content.